During Sony's recent PlayStation State of Play event, we saw a trailer for a game titled Aeon Must Die, and it actually looked pretty good. I thought that the gameplay looked impactful, the music was really well done, and even though I usually don't judge games until we see a demo and until we really see the meat and the bones of what it will have to offer, it intrigued me, and I will admit that, but my goodness, little did we know that such harsh accusations would come out surrounding that single trailer. So this is a Bounding Into Comics article that I am going to be referencing. Aeon Must Die developers are claiming that the trailer was created with abuse, manipulation, theft, and the staff was subjected to unbearable work conditions. So the development team behind the recently announced Aeon Must Die has left Estonian game studios Limestone Games. They claimed that their team was subjected to unbearable work conditions. So, following that trailer's State of Play premiere, another version of the trailer was uploaded to YouTube, and this trailer bared the title, Aeon Must Die Original Version, Truth in the description. So I have an archive of what it originally said in the original YouTube page when it was posted, and again it's titled Aeon Must Die Original Version, Truth in description, and the description of this post says this trailer was created with abuse, manipulation, and theft. Find out the truth about the development of the game here, and it links to a Dropbox. People who have worked on every shot of this are no longer with the company holding IP rights. Some were not even paid for their work. This trailer has a pending conflict of IP, and the real IP for the game was stolen from the creators via foul play. The final reaction of the publisher to this information remains to be unseen. The article continues, though, with featured in the video's description was also a link to an extensive Dropbox folder. The folder contained a multitude of documents related to the studio. This included numerous employee testimonials regarding the studio's abusive work environment and intra-studio communications, and the publicly presented documents are identical to the ones initially shared directly to the game's publisher in an attempt to voice their concerns, though some information has been withheld for legal reasons. Now, according to a document labeled Intro, it detailed how the game was created by people who, in June of 2020, were forced to leave their former studio, Limestone Games. Along with its founder/creative director, they cited unbearable work conditions with endless crunch, harassment, abuse, corruption, and manipulation. Now, something that's been covered particularly by the apolitical super journalist Jason Schreier is how Blizzard employees recently leaked their pathetically low wages, while Activision Blizzard CEO is one of the highest paid in the industry. And look, crunch is just a part of this industry. We all know that. But it does not need to be abusive, and the apolitical super journalist Jason Schreier has covered multiple instances of crunch and wage discrepancies, proving it happens more often than we'd like to admit. And some of it is definitely just disgruntled employees, but situations like these highlight the deep problems rooted in how developers are routinely treated in this industry, and it is awful to hear stories like these because it really wakes you up to how there are people who are being taken advantage of and manipulated and even blackmailed. Following the recent release of these documents, the publisher Focus Home Interactive addressed the controversy in a statement published on their official Twitter account. The statement begins with, Focus Home Interactive has always praised and supported all of our partner studios and the developers who compose the creative teams. We pride ourselves on treating our own employees and third-party developers fairly and respectfully, and this will not change. Focus Home Interactive was informed of serious allegations raised by some of the developers at Limestone who have worked on the creation of the video game Aeon Must Die, and these grievances are directed at Limestone, their direct employer. Focus Home Interactive then wrote, as the publisher of the video game, Focus is carefully looking into these allegations and will draw the necessary conclusion if they are proven to be well-founded and take all of the appropriate measures. Now, I really hope that Focus Home Interactive sticks by this. I really do hope that they do a thorough investigation into this, and they really look at all of the details presented in the Dropbox. This is an extremely disheartening story to hear, and I do, again, really hope that Interactive investigates this thoroughly and possibly provides clarity to consumers, because there are a lot of people who are rightfully angry about this situation and who are disgusted by this situation. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please make sure to give it a like and share it. And of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.